Perfect. Welcome, teachers. So we are already at desmos.com. And to create your activities, you have to go to teachers page. Make sure you are signed in. This is my account. I'm using my personal ID. You can use your school ID. Click on the browse activities. And if you are a very new user to the Desmos, I'll share my YouTube link and the website. You can get to know about the basics of this. Because today my focus will be on the assessment part, where teachers can give feedback and also record their marks. Yeah. So here, this is the platform where we are, teacher.desmos.com. And on teacher.desmos, this is my name according to my account. There is one part here, Desmos Labs, because I have heard from many teachers, they don't have access to every tool available for them. So Desmos Labs is really good idea. So if you just go here and make sure these things are on: marble slides, geometry, and student image upload. Let me mute. Okay. Hope that's not disturbing others. Okay, it's done already. Thank you. I'm not able to read participants' names, so you can just ask your questions even if I'm not calling your names. Thanks. So these things are important: marble slides, geometry, and student image upload. This was the new tool. Last year, this was not. So right now, this is the option where we can use this for assessment and other things. And you can actually access students' images in the real time. As soon as they enter, you will be able to see. Okay, fine, that's done. Now we'll go to the home button. And here, you have to just click on this custom activities. And you can start your activity as a new activity. So that's where you can start creating your activity. You have to give your title. Let's say 24th of July, 2021, and assessment using Desmos. This is just for you, the title. Of course, students will be able to see the title, but that's how you create the title. You can change it anytime. You can just go here and change the title. You can add images also. I think in my assessments, I have added a few images already, let's say just for exam or something. So using this plus button, you guys can add slides like screens, I would say. And then for each screen, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 tools or components, including these three. These three also. So total 15 elements which you can add on a screen. Out of 15, these three are only valid for full screen mode. Full screen mode means you cannot add other element. That's why it's only for the full screen. So if I use graphing calculator, which means I'm not able to add other components. So be careful. And you can delete your slides if you want. Remember, Control Z to undo will not work here. Once it's deleted, it's gone. That's why it will ask you, delete the screen. You may, if you want to delete. Okay, so any recommendations? What type of question should be the first one? Or otherwise, I'll start from my own.
Please show me the marble slides, Mr. Satvinder.
Perfect. Marble sliders are really good things. Yeah, and this is good to give challenges to your students. Let me click on the marble slides. Look, so when you click on the marble slides, there is a ball which is already located at 0 and 5. You can edit it if you want. It was at 0 and 5. I'll just show right like that. And there are stars. So technically, let me just launch it so that you can have a feel that what is the thing. Look, that's how they're gonna, you are gonna launch the ball and it's gonna collect the stars from here. The star, you can change the positions of the stars. And how the ball is gonna move, it depends on the line you are going to create. Okay, let me show you one which are already there in the Desmos so that you can have a feel that, because in a quick way, we won't be able to create a beautiful marble slides. But let me show you here. In the featured collections or in the home button, you can see here, there are marble slides. There should be featured or most popular. Let's see. Yeah, look. So here is the marble slide for lines. Let me show you, then we will create. Look at this. Let me hide this and go to the full screen mode. Can you see this? This is the blue line, and students are going to enter this equation. That's how you are going to test your students. And the stars and the ball position you can change, as I have shown you. So you can just launch it. So we could not collect any star. It means student will change the equation, right? So they'll maybe just go like this. And then you launch. They are gonna collect the stars and they get the message success. So it's a very fun game. And for other classes also, you can have it. Let's say you add stars at certain positions by adding some images, right? Let's say this is the character, a cartoon character, and you are targeting that it should select a few things from different positions, in such a way that students are going to design these things. So for high school, middle school students, this is really fun. For primary, we need to see if we have some examples there or not. We can have more examples. Look,
Instead of these stars, can we keep any other pictures like rings or some?
Correct. Yeah,
Something.
yeah, we can do that. So that's why first you need to understand what is required here. So the requirement is you need to fix the ball and you need to put the stars at certain positions. You can have more stars, 4, 5, 3, 2, etc. And then you have a line here. Let's say I'm just entering y equals to x, right? I'm just launching it, right? And okay, we haven't entered the stars, right? So let's say 2 comma 1, 1 star, and then 3 comma 2, there is another star. We can enter another points also. Look, okay, so I have now stars visible. It's not actually okay. I'll just go to the preview. Now you can see that. So 2 stars I can see, but 6 and 7 I was not able to see. For that reason, you can just a moment. What we can do, we can adjust the graph. Look, I just dragged it down so that we could see that. And now we can have a question here. Adjust the line to collect all the stars. That's how you can actually create it. So I'm just gonna do the preview. So look, initially the student, the ball is here. Look, if the ball is here, they're not able to select any star. So which means it's your mistake, means a teacher's mistake who is creating the activity. We have to make the ball somewhere, let's say at 7, 5 or 7, 8 position, right? Now we can see here. Okay, now students can work out, okay, what should be my line? Maybe it's a line or parts of lines, because you can also create, let's say y equals to x plus 0.5, right? But the 2 stars are not there. It means I have to put some restrictions. I know for few teachers, it may be boring, but if you understand once, you can create different things using this. I'm using the curly braces to set the condition. I'm going to use x greater than, let's say, 5. So if x is greater than 5, then I will have this line. And then I will have another line, which would be y equals to, let's say, x minus 2 or x minus 1.5, right? Let's just launch it just to see what's going to happen. Look, so we could just try that, right? We can just have it 5.5, launch. So students can create in different way. If you look, this is tick. Tick means on the teacher's dashboard, you are going to see that the student has done it correctly. So that's how we can create marble sliders. Thanks, somebody pointed out, and we haven't discussed about this before. Okay, other things are which are auto-corrected, where you don't need like to spend more efforts in order to create your activity, especially for the assessment. So first thing I would request you to use multiple choice. I know multiple choice questions you can also use in quizzes, Quizlet, or in Kahoot, etc. But here it's related to maths, right? But this is the another option where you don't need any expertise of this learning a deep study of computation layer, which is coding in here. So you can just do it in a simple way. Choose multiple choice, write your question here or write your question here and put your answers here and mark one answer as correct. Let's say I'm gonna use x plus 9 equals to 13, right? Evaluate x or find x. Now you can give answers here. Let's say my first answer is correct, which is x equals to 4. My second answer can be x equal to minus 4. My third answer can be x equals to, let's say, 13 minus 9. Just writing like that. Now I realize, no. I want my students to choose all possible answers, not only one. So you just need to go here, 3 dots, click, change into checkboxes. Checkboxes means students will be able to select more than one option. Otherwise, keep it like this. Look, now I have select 2 answers. You can add more answers. Don't worry. Now look at the preview. Always focus on this dashboard. Those who are really interested to create an assessment activity, please focus on this dashboard preview. So x plus 9 is 13. Look, the instructions are already there for you. Select all that apply. So student will choose this or this. Let's see 2 answers. Student has selected, but teacher will see this is cross, right? If a student is going to use this and hide that, teacher will see this is correct. It's auto-corrected. You're not doing anything because you have set your answer scheme already. So that's one way how you can use multiple choices and checkboxes. Any doubt in this? If you want to ask the working steps, yes, you can, definitely. There are 2 ways. Either you can add a table for steps if you want to ask your students, or you can ask the options here, not in the checkboxes. Let me just delete this option. Make it multiple choice question. And there is a randomized choice also, so that you don't see everything in the same order. So student will not see, and you have these toggles just for fun. Tiles like a bigger things you can add. One more thing. You can also add images as an options. You can add graphs as an options. And there is another option here written, ask students to explain their answer. So just click on this. What will happen? It will ask students to choose or to explain what he's thinking about this answer, x equal to 4. What he's thinking about x equal to minus 4. Why he selected that answer. So that's the way how you can figure out. And here, look at this. The students can upload images of their solution, or students can type in the math calculator, so that you don't confuse or you don't get confused. students are typing x power 2 or just 2x or x plus 2 something. So this is something good. So I can just use this and to enter any math equation. I can also use the keypad. Always suggest to your students, there is a keypad option. They should use it to enter different symbols, square roots, less than, greater than, x, y, etc. Everything is there. There are lots of things what they can explore. There are also functions if they want to add functions. Anyways, this was about multiple choice. Any questions so far? We have discussed two things. Marble slides was not everybody's choice, but yeah, we discussed multiple choice and check boxes. In the third one, I'm going to use matching in two ways. Matching can be in two ways. How? You just upload one image of the question and use the sketch tool to add it. Use the sketch tool. I'm just going to click on sketch, background. I can upload one image from here. Let me find out any matching question. So that I can just download one image and put it here. I just want the question, not the answers. So I'm just giving you example. Let's say I have this, and if I download this, okay, I have downloaded it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna upload this here. Let me show you what I did. I went to sketch tool, selected background, custom image, and then I'm gonna select this, open. So image is there, right? You can create on your pen and paper something, just scan it and put it here. Okay, here, let's see the preview. Look, the sketch tool is giving you the options of using the lines, the text, the equations, the colors you can choose, and eraser. So you can just ask your students to join the lines from one card to another. Let's say this is connected to this. This is connected to this, and this is connected to this. So the matching game can be just used like that. And if you want to have explanation, you can ask your students, use the text tool to explain why do you think 9 is connected with this. So that's how you can actually create. So it's good for middle school and primary students as well, because they love to scribble and they can just use pencil. So whatever they want to type or sketch, let's say somebody was asking other subjects, let's say for geography, you can just label the graphs or label the points, even the biology teacher, diagram, okay, make the labels here. So different ways are there which you can, and if student gone wrong, don't worry, student can just use this cross, everything is gone. But wherever student will leave this, that will be saved, and as a teacher, you will be able to see where student has drawn the lines or the scribble. This is one way. Another way of matching activity is the card sort. Card sort is here. If you click on the card sort, you can create cards using three options: math or text, image, or graph. There are three options, and I think these are more than enough. Just getting disturbance. I'm just gonna mute you guys. If you have anything, unmute yourself. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So math or text, something, if you want to type your question or type your math equations. Images, if you have, let's say, you have created some equations on a paper and you have pictures, just upload here. Graph, if you want to match graph. In graph, you can also draw shapes. Don't worry. Let's say you just want to ask a question related to shapes. You create your shapes here, and then you ask your students to match those. So let me use few so that you can also see what I'm doing. Math text. So let's say apple. You can create more. I'm just giving very basic examples so that you guys can just use in your own way. You can upload images, let's say apples, oranges, and you want to have images of fruits, upload them. Next one, I'm going to use shapes. Let's say 2D shapes. I'm just creating now using graph. I'm going to add a graph where I will use a very simple thing, a table. You can also upload images here, don't worry. Table. And then I'm going to create a 2D shape. Let's say 2, 2, right? And 2, 1. I'm just going to create a square. Then 3, 1 and 3, 2, right? Now it's not a square, of course. What you have to do, just click on this icon and change this into lines. You can change the points also, how you want to show. You can change the width, how you want points, and the width line is here, sir. 10, 20, how this is sorry line. So you can increase the width of lines here. Look, why I'm not able to see the top one? Because I did not use 2, 2 again. Let's use that 2, 2 again so that it will connect back. Look, so the shape is ready. You can hide the grid if you want. Just show this. That's it. And you can zoom in if you want. The shape is very small, right? And you can also click on large card, right? Let's create one more from a triangle. So here you can also learn how to use graphs and to create shapes. So same thing I'm going to use. Let's say I'm just 0 and 0, then 3, okay, let's use, we want to create a triangle. That's 4, 2, and then 0. We connect these things 0 to 4, 4, 0, sorry, 4, 0. Look, if you go and then connect it like this, look, my triangle is ready, but I'm not able to connect 4, 0, so I have to just use this back. Sorry. Done. Yeah. So you can do this 0, 0 back. Look, the triangle is ready. You can create different triangles, of course. You can hide the grid if you want. Right? So, and now, once you have created your cards, go to answer key. Match your correct answers. And write the instructions accordingly. So 2D shapes here. Here. So I'm done. My answer key is ready. Now, when I go to preview, look, it's already cross because students are going to drag the cards, right? If it is correct, then only it will show the tick. Look, right now it's cross, it means it's wrong. So we have to correct it. Any card can be picked up. There is no problem that you have to just pick the cards which are large in size. No, any card can be picked and grouped. You can also recommend to students, just click here so that you can layer them up like this. Look at the tick, auto correct it. Yeah, so it's easy because there is a flexibility of using number of cards, using graph, images, or math or text. You just create your answer key and you're done. You can write your instructions here, and related to marks also we can deal with it. I'll show you in the uh, next part of this session, because I'm using my free account on Zoom, which will allow me to have this recording for 4 more minutes. So I'll request you guys to join again, because I always plan these sessions to last long for 1 hour 30 minutes. Within 1 hour 30 minutes we can discuss and have this session. Okay, quickly let's go and create something else which you can use the sketch tool or geometry tool. Let's go to the geometry. There's a difference between media and sketch. Media, which means you can upload video, you can upload audio also, of course, and you can upload the images. But sketch tool will allow you to scribble over the images, over the graph, right? Let's say you click on sketch and you click on editable graph which you can edit. Right now you just create any shape as we did previously, and or just upload any image and ask for the labeling, right? Let's say a human body image, so that you can ask about the part's name, right, to label. So student can actually label these different parts. Let's say I have this, I download this image. So you can, same way you can use in maths, right? I'm just using different examples because maths teachers can encourage other subject teachers also to use these tools. Sorry, here. Okay. So this is the activity where we are. So what I did, I click on the sketch. Then on background, I'm on editable graph. And here I'm going to go to edit graph. If you want, otherwise you can just delete it and choose the image. It's fine. But on graph, you have other types of flexibility. I'll show you. Image, download, open. Look, the image is set here. You can change it. You can rotate it. You can change the width and height. You can change the opacity. Look, if I keep it 0.5, it will be very, very light in shade. So that's the flexibility you have when you upload any image over the graph. And you can change the center. You can drag it wherever. Let's say you want to add more images. That's where you have flexibility. If you use the other option, you can add one image in the sketch tool, not multiple. So that's how you can increase the size if you want. You can change the width and height. And once you're done, you just click here and see the preview. Look, you can hide the grid if you want, and you have the flexibility to use the text and eraser pencil. So this can be used for labeling. See, when students upload images from their phones or something, so you don't need to ask. You provide images and just ask them to scribble over it. Same way you can ask a math question. Let's say a student would like to show some working steps. They're very good at actually using this pencil tool. They can use it nicely. Let's say you are writing a question, x power 2 plus 3x. Of course, sometimes it feels, yeah, it's time consuming, but yeah, it's fun same time. So I'm just typing a math equation, or student will show the steps using this tool, right? And most of the laptops are now touch screen or iPads, so they can just use easily. So yeah, I'm just showing you different things, what you can do. Labeling using text. So if you are interested, please join back. I know I could not meet everybody's requirement, but yeah, we'll discuss. And if you join back, that would be great. I'll stop the recording now. We'll start recording again once you're back.